Hey friends, so we lost a great man this week. I got a call on Saturday from our team who said that, did I hear the news? I said no, but you start to feel like this is one of those calls you don't want to get. And she let me know that a friend, our first launch member, and someone who poured into me and allowed me to pour into them had passed away. Hey friends, so if we haven't met, my name is Andy Smith. I've been building ventures since 2007. I've exited them, I've built them, different industries, and that was something that brought Jim and I together. All right, so Jim reached out to me several months ago because I did a post on social media about courage. I talked about how early stage founders need a degree of courage to be able to build their businesses. So Jim reached out, and I have not at that time had a lot of folks reaching out. So I was very excited that it resonated with someone in the community outside of my normal tribe, someone I didn't know. And just so you know, I've been putting out content for almost 2 years now, just messaging that things that are resonating with me. There was no specific reason that particular day I talked about courage. It just was something that resonated that morning. And I thought, hey, let's post a video about courage. And I've been doing that along this entire entrepreneurial journey, like I said, for about 2 years. And it started with just documenting the day. And now it's went into specific messaging and trying to add value to a community of investors, entrepreneurs, founders that I love so much. So Jim reached out. We set up a call. It was a 15-minute virtual coffee. I love doing. And Jim started the call off with, Andy, I saw your video on courage and I realized I don't have any anymore. And that was like whew, breathtaking moment for me, because I was like, the ability to use a feeling, a message that imparted on someone else and that resonated with someone else just made me feel so good. So I started to get to know Jim, started to get to know his business and what he did. And he had been in the cannabis industry, which we and our team had gotten into the hemp industry back in 2020 to do, quite ironically, what we're doing right now for other businesses, which is help them grow and scale. We had gotten into that industry. And so love it, great people. He was in that industry. He was looking for someone to help him take his business from where it was today into momentum phase. That was the early underlying messaging of what has now become the launch community. So Jim reached out and I had no way to help him structurally where we say, oh, Jim, go join this program, or oh, Jim, we have this feature for you, or oh, we have this opportunity, you can choose A, B, or C. We didn't have none of that. That was early on. And so started talking to Jim and I realized, Jim, let me understand what you need and how I can help you. And then let's see if there's a way to work together. So he came back that very next day and he said, hey, look, I've got a board meeting coming up. I've got to show some of the vision, some of the what we're doing. And I'd love your help just getting your ideas around facilitating what should we talk about in that board meeting and how should I structure it. That was super easy to do. Did that really quickly for him, gave it back to him. Hopefully it added some value, but it encouraged him to continue to follow up with me about how do we continue to work together. Again, didn't have a plan, didn't have a way, but I did get to know a great man who had battled cancer and won, had come back from that. I don't know if that's what took his life eventually, but it was a factor that he had had cancer and he was beating it at this moment. And so reached out and said, Jim, look, let's just help you. Our team would love to help you. So we jumped in the canoe with him to help his business tell their story. So we helped them attract their customer, define their customer, find their customer, and do all the new school tools that old school businesses need, right? Email blast, social media presence, reaching out to the right customer, identifying the right customer, talking to those customers, learning those customers. And so we got Jim doing a bunch of different things, did a ton of video. He put himself out there. He was very uncomfortable, but he embraced it, tackled it, owned it, and let people into who he was to show. And that was amazing. And I love seeing that transformation. And after hearing about his passing on Saturday, I spent Sunday really, I was at a lacrosse tournament, but I spent Sunday going back through his videos and reinforcing who he was. And so he would reach out. And we had periodic meetings where we would reach out and talk about his business. He started every meeting with a prayer. I love that. That was super cool. And that was a piece of him that was important to him, and was just a generous guy. And he would leave every meeting with, how can I help you? He sent me books. He sent me ideas. He sent me recommendations. He poured into me more than he would ever know. And I hope that he was able to take something from what we were offering more than maybe we'll ever know. But it's very ironic that a man will come into your life who will pour as much into you as you maybe are to them. And he created some pillars for us. We started a new business because of that man. We started another business because of that man. We learned some opportunities, molded in some businesses, created them, and are launching them into the marketplace because he let us know of a need. And that's a very special thing. So it's very interesting that a that a person comes into our life and we never really know why, but it has really impacted our team and those that have gotten to know him. So Jim, it's small kids. We love you, brother. We appreciate you. It's a case in point that content leads to connection, leads to conversation, leads to opportunity, leads to infinite impact, because Jim made an infinite impact on my life and our team's life. And I'm forever thankful to him and his family and everything that he was about. Hey, friends, so thank you for being a part of this journey with us. Love to hear your comments. If you knew Jim and would want to share a funny story, I'd love to hear that too. If you knew Jim and want to have a conversation, would love to have that as well. He had a wonderful group of people supporting him, loving on him. He had good and great investors. He had great teammates. He was a good dude all around. But love to hear your comments. Love to have you subscribe if you want to be a part of this channel. We're trying to show the path to help founders bridge the gap with investors, do something that we love collectively together, and win faster, win bigger, and just have a heck of a lot of fun doing that. Andy Smith Life on all social platforms, including the website, Andy Smith Life. You can Google that and then find it. We do a daily blog throughout the week about the journey, and then we try to put different content out across all platforms. Appreciate you being a part of this. Jim, I love you. We'll forever miss you, and we'll forever be thankful for what you did inside our lives, to us, and inside our businesses.